Welcome to my submission for the GameDevHQ file-based game jam using the Unity game engine. The theme of the jam was unconventional weapons, and we were required to use assets from GameDevHQ's Filebase, a great resource for all types of different items that you can use in your video games too. As a quick preview of what you can find in there. In this submission, I have used a knight character, obviously, a castle type of environment to be the level, blood splatters that were tinted brown, and a sci-fi plasma launcher shooting toilet paper. Ah yes, the unconventional portion of the theme. Given the current events, it was only natural that the weapon I designed shoot toilet paper, as finding it in real life is pretty difficult right now. I was actually the beating for this game idea. Specifically, I was trying to think of a way to highlight the high quality assets on Filebase, and when I put it together with the toilet paper, I got the idea to have an enemy that was covered in poop that you had to clean up with the toilet paper launcher. I chose the knights as they were something I thought could easily be covered using Unity's decal system. With this in mind, I started trying to design a game prototype that I could play. For this game, it starts off in a main menu screen. I've included the limited instructions for shooting and how to pause. I figured most computer game players would naturally use the arrow keys and left shift button to move your character, so I didn't include those on there. Once you click on the Begin Game button, you find yourself in a large open room. So, to demonstrate, I will actually go into the Unity game engine, and we'll hit play, and I've muted the audio to make this easier. So now, I will hit the Begin Game button, and I'm in a large open room. Along the walls are torches flickering, and in the middle, next to the pillars, are large Gothic light posts. If I turn around, we're actually right next to a door. But I cannot exit. Instead, is the task to clean up all the knights of poop that I can find in this room. As I move around, take a look at how great the file-based assets look in Unity's high-definition render pipeline. This was my first time using it, after having seen it demonstrated during a set of very long GameDevHQ streams. I had to use it, however, in order to use the decal system. Okay, returning to the game. I have a choice of directions to explore. Should I head left and see what's maybe behind that door over there? Hint, it doesn't open, but that is an area I was leaving open should this game be developed further. There's some other area to explore. Let's see, maybe I can go straight past this tower stand thing, whatever that is. Actually, before I do that, let me give this rocket launcher a try, kind of show you what that does. So it's actually shooting the toilet paper, and as it hits, it explodes into confetti, hence how we're going to clean up those knights of poop. Okay, now that we're back to this, I'll head straight and see if we can take out some of those enemies. So let's take a look at the first one. See if I can hit him. Now, as you can tell, the animations are kind of lagging. I couldn't quite figure out how to get that to work. However, that wasn't really an issue, as this was just a prototype, and animation is something I'm still trying to figure out. But it looks like some of the coding is working, as he hits and he dies. So I'm glad with that. Now, let's see. I think I'm going to try to avoid getting hit by their axes. So you know what? I'm just going to hit them with the toilet paper launcher. Gotta be careful of the light post. Now, let's see if I can get this one to come see me. As you can tell, the animations aren't great, but you can see the decal system where he's got the stain. And as I shoot him, the decal will disappear and he turns back to silver. Okay, one more here. But before I do, take a look at this cool skull candle thing up there. I wasn't really sure how to use it, but I knew I had to because it just looked awesome. Okay, so as I shoot him, you can see the decals are turning off, and he's cleaning up from the toilet paper. There it goes, one last hit. So the way I did this is each knight had 5 decal systems, and as you hit them with the toilet paper, they will turn off one by one, giving the knight 5 hit points. After the 5th hit, the knight's armor is back to silver, all cleaned up. As you can see, I also have this throne room here, or this little throne here, which is what the knights were guarding. And we can walk up and take a look. Now, I don't have any sound, but there is the torches flickering to kind of give you that eerie sense. Now, let's take a look at this large door. So as I was playing around with this, I realized that in Filebase, there are a lot of assets, but there are some kind of missing pieces. Mostly these little corner edges. So everything I kind of set up was all based on like a grid pattern. But with this kind of archway, you kind of need additional pieces to kind of fill it out. So this door does not open. Oh, I see some more knights over there. Now, as this is just a prototype, I've only included 8 knights. But I figured that was kind of enough to get a sense of how this would work. So let's go up the stairs and see what we can do. Now, you can see pretty clearly the decal systems on him. But as I shoot him, they'll turn off. And as long as I avoid getting hit by his axe, I should be okay. Oh, I ran into him and I died. Unfortunately, that happens. So let's return to the main menu and try again. So right now, because I don't have the animation set properly, it's really difficult to figure out the player's life. So what I did is I just chose not to include any UI or anything to show that. You just have to avoid being hit by their axe as it's swinging around randomly because the knights are going randomly. So let's try one more time. So again, we start out in the same spot. Let's just go quickly take out these 4 enemies here. It's awesome how the toilet paper worked. And these are actually blood splatters that I had adjusted particle systems to make it look like confetti of toilet paper. Oh, he's actually going to chase me this time. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, he's getting cleaner as I'm hitting him. Exactly what he's supposed to do. And he dies. Okay. Oh, I hit the thing. So as I'm playing, you can tell I am not a computer game player. I'm a console player, which means moving around with the arrow keys is not the easiest for me. Okay, I think I took a hit by accident. So let's stay down here and see what I can do. See if I can get a headshot. And it looks like my toilet paper launcher is just a little off. Oh, that was a hit. Let's try from here. He'll never see me. There's one. There's another one. He's going down. As you can tell, the animations are kind of buggy right now. But that's okay. Again, this was more an idea for the unconventional weapons and to show off the file-based assets, which, as you look on the wall, just look awesome. There's that skull. Again, I have no idea where that came from, other than it was on there and I thought it was awesome. So let's take out this last one and see if we can win the game. And I won. So I hope you liked this walkthrough of my submission for the GameDevHQ file-based game jam. I have included a link in the description where you can download a zip file containing the Unity executable and related files you need to play it yourself. For putting this together in about a week, and still having to work my normal 9-to-5 job, I thought it turned out pretty well, given how many different systems I had to investigate to get it working. However, as John from GameDevHQ stresses, learning how to perform a search and read Unity documentation is a must for a game developer. I may not have gotten everything to work as I expected, but I am proud of what I put together. If you would like to get access to these files, please visit GameDevHQ, and you can join their membership program, and you too can have access to Filebase and all of these wonderful assets. Until the next Game Jam, this is Weenie Walker Games, signing off.